Hey guys, thanks very much for joining us live with me, Simon Davis, also known as Zone Trader with Trade Mastery Live. This is a place to have all your questions answered. If you're stuck with anything, trading related, if you're on mentorship, if you're on the course or free, feel free to ask questions along the way. This is your time to basically have a trader with 6 years experience answer questions. I've been through ups and downs, the rigmarole of trading. And worked hard to get to where I am today, because it's all about hard work. The more you put in, the more you get out. Having the right edge and strategy, having the patience, discipline, risk management, and rule following skills to reach consistency in your trading. So feel free to ask questions along the way, guys, or I'll just talk, but that's fine. So last Trade Mastery Live, I spoke about this area and what it would do. There's 3 scenarios. It would push away and keep going and not come back. It would push away, come back, and act as an order block, and it did. Or it would break the order block and turn into a breaker, which it didn't. So the scenario it played out was the order block. So I did say that 3 scenarios would play out, and 1 did. So that's good to see that the what I was mentioning would work, and you just be ready for 3 scenarios. And we got the respect of the order block scenario there, which was nice. So yeah, that's good to see. Like I said, guys, feel free to ask questions along the way. Market's rallying nicely, probably aiming to here. So what set up this move today on a Wednesday was this order block. The price rallied away fast, returned to the order block. We'll drop down to 15 or 5 minute time frame here to see what's going on. But firstly, we've got to understand what's happened first of all before this rally. What they've done on a Monday was they've cleared out Monday's low, which is clearing out all of last week's price action. So they've cleared out all of last week's price action on a Monday. So that's key there. They've cleared the path for themselves to trade higher. They've took out all the stops. Because if you imagine underneath all the lows, the stops that are building up. On a Monday, they cleared out the week's stops, rallied up. This was like a fake for the week, then dropped and cleared out Monday's low. So it's cleared the path. So run on stops total soup is clearing the path for the direction in which it may want to go. Like, I can't really get into much detail about it, to be honest. But if I'm trying to teach it without giving too much away, but people say this is a break of structure. But then if the structure of the high breaks, then it's not a break of structure, it's a run on stops. So they've cleared the path. And there's a few clear order blocks here. We're on the hourly time frame. I always like to analyze on the hour because it's clean and clear and it shows you a nice picture of what's happening. We have order block here, fast move away return. It broke through it, so it's not as valid. It's not very valid because it's broke through. Didn't close below, but still I don't like it to see it push through. It's clearing the stops again, isn't it? And this is why it's rallying today. And then we've got an hourly order block again that's returned to today. So we drop down to 15-minute time frame, see what we can see. You can always find a lower time frame order block on this side. If you join up all those together, that can be an order as well. So price past this area, this price action, this downwards move, which is only a downwards move into an order block here, and returns to it here. Drop down to 5 minutes. Let's see what we can see. I've spoke about mirror image trading in the past. So whatever you see on the hour, you can drop down into the 5 minute and see on the 5 minute. It's quite squashed up here. Can't really get any wider. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, so this is basic, but if it's like seems squashed up or too big, you can adjust it with the sides. This might be basic, but some of you might not know. Some of you might be very new. You could double click it to completely stretch it out. But if this looks daunting to you, like fast move, and you think it's quite a lot of pips and stuff, you can always shrink it down to pull it into scale and see it. It can feel really slow if you drag it down and make it really flat. Then there's not much information. So this might be too much, but you can always just adjust it a bit if it's too much to look at. That's a good little trick. The reason why I'm doing that is to just get it in my view nicely. So drop down to from the hour to the 5. Let's delete this one. This was another one. So there's a 5-minute order block here which reacted from nicely. You could have traded that. So you can find order blocks over this side of the market on the 5-minute or this side of the market. So when the price comes back into the hourly order block, you can drop down to 5-minute time frame and then wait again. Because guys, like trading's literally 99% doing nothing, waiting. That could be a breakthrough for some of you guys who are on the charts all the time trying to find these trades. Because once you're in the trade, just let it go. The best thing to do is just literally find the trade and let it go. So 99, you're doing nothing, waiting for a trade, just waiting. It's what's in your head that counts. It's the knowledge that's in your head that counts. It's not the time. It's just the knowledge. Like you've got to wait for the hourly order block to set up, return to the hourly order block. Then you've got to wait 5-minute, on the 5-minute or 50-minute time frames, and you've got to wait minutes. And then the best thing to do as well is wait seconds to actually enter that trade to get the best entry. So you can see a 5-minute order block here, 5-minute order block here, and these would have been nice trades. Enter and return to order block. There's other ways you can enter with conservativeness as well to be more sure, which we teach in mentorship. While we're on talking of mentorship, is there anyone here who's in our mentorship? Is there anyone here who's being taught by myself as a mentor?
Yes.
Who's this? Sorry.
Louis.
Oh, Louis. Hey, Louis.
That's right.
Are you new? Yeah.
Yes. I joined this week.
Nice. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, very enlightening. There's a lot of things that's been cleared up just because of the structure of the plan. I think
clear, precise rules to follow.
Yeah, clear, precise rules to follow.
Nice.
I think my main thing, I think my main struggle point is my emotions. And having a plan, a set plan from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps that you take in analyzing a trade, if you're going to take it or not, it helps you extremely a lot.
Definitely, yeah. Rules will keep you safe, bro. Trust them, you'll be fine. Definitely. Anybody else?
Yes, I'm David, and I buy the course for about a month.
Only a month?
I used to be a trader. Whenever I make $100, I lose 500.
Okay.
And now I was not able
negative risk reward.
Yes, I was not able to read the chart. But since I found you on Instagram, my life is changed. When you say this course is a life changing, it is, because actually I can take a trade and I can stay in the trade. And when I take a trade, I know why I take the trade. So I really appreciate the course, and I want to thank you today because you changed my life.
So you've been in a month and you're already taking profitable trades?
Yes, a month, but in 2 weeks I was able to trade like a pro. It's crazy.
It's awareness. We've helped you become aware of what's been there all the time, but you just didn't see it. And you just couldn't trade it because you don't see it until you don't know something until you know it. And we help you know what you need to know. Like, it sounds cliche, but it'll evade you for decades if you don't have it in your mind. It's all about programming, and we're all about helping you become aware of what works straight away. What works straight away, catching 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pips in a trade. And that sounds stupid, but because we're trading NASDAQ half the time,
so easy.
With confidence. Thanks for that, David. I appreciate that.
All right.
So you've been in a month and you're already finding profitable trades?
Yes.
Like never before?
Like never before.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's amazing.
It is. It's not only me. I have other friends that I refer your course. They're not the same. I don't see them here today. I don't know what happened. Probably they are not at work yet, but they are good as well.
That's all about following the rules.
Yes.
Clear and precise rules. If you've got no rules to follow, you're never going to get ahead. Have strict, precise rules, guys. If you've got a plan, keep to it. We give you that exact plan. And like David said, he's finding profitable trades with 1,000, 2,000 pips moves in a month's time. I mean, your first week you were sending me trade ideas. And I was like, what? Jeffrey was as well. He was sending me trade ideas the first week. I'm like, damn, is it really, are people really picking up on it this fast? Because it's so clear and precise what we teach here on the inside. And we do weekly live calls as well, guys, to have all your questions answered. Like one-time fee, and you don't have to pay monthlies like most mentors. I'm here for you guys to help you if you're serious about your trading development and becoming profitable, consistently profitable, because there's a huge difference between taking a winning trade and becoming consistent. Consistency is a whole different ball game compared to trading. Trading's trading. Anyone can take a winning trade, but consistently taking a winning trade is a whole different ball game. We have that down to a T as well, with mind shifting audios on the inside that'll help you. But moving forward, I want to give you as much value and wisdom as I can without going across the line too much. But hopefully what I've spoke about so far has helped anyway. If you take it and run with it. So has anybody got any questions who's here that needs anything clarifying? Because that's what these calls are for. And if you want your questions answered, be on the next live if you're watching the recording. If you do want to become part of the mentorship here, guys, then reach out to me on Instagram, Zone Trader. We have good payment plans available as well if you're struggling financially, because we're here to help, not just take your money. It's only a small fee, really, for what you've been losing in the market, to be fair. I know from experience. What can I teach? I've done the basics, turtle soups, run on stops, which are taking the highs. Way to think about a turtle soup is, this is what I teach in mentorship as well, is it's just mindset of how, the reason why we differ from other people is we put metaphors and stories in the market that help you remember these certain things. One of these stories is if it's a turtle soup, it's like the bears go in to the trap, then the doors close, and then the doors open on the other side and the bulls go in, take out the stops here. So this is like a story that I make up loads of stories to remind you to remember things, because it's easy in story mode. If you've got a story to the market and how it moves and why it moves, it's easier to remember stories than actual when you speak about return to order block and things like that. It's easier to remember a story than just what's happening on the chart. So we metaphorically teach you how to remember things that are going to help you moving forward. This is one of them. So the bulls will go into the cage and then get trapped, and then once they're trapped, it allows the bears to come out. So again, here, I mean, this is quite detailed. We're big on psychology over here. So the bears came into the cage and got trapped, and then allowed the bulls to come out. So that's one way to remember metaphorically about a turtle soup or a run on stops. Again, here the bulls came in, got trapped, allowed the bears in. So the bulls get trapped, and then the bears drop. And for the week, the bears get trapped and allowed the bulls in, and that's why we've had an upwards move reaching for the highs here, and possibly filling in fair value, inefficiency or fair value here towards the order block over here. possible, reaching to here, towards here. But I doubt it'll just fire up without coming back down. So when it comes back down, what you're looking for is a return to an order. So if you're not in this move yet, then if the price ever comes back down to here, then drop down to your lower time frames, find a mirror trade, if it's a turtle soup or an order block or a breaker within this area. But then you've got to wait for it. That's what I was saying at the start of the call. You've got to wait for the return in order to get in, because it's already left without you, unfortunately, if you're not in yet. But that's what trading's about. You wait, enter a trade. That's the 1% of the trading you've got to do, is wait for that trade physically. You enter the trade physically. So you click the button, you're in the trade, then you waiting again. Make sure you set your stop loss, obviously, in either 1 or 2 or 3% loss, whichever you want to risk. But always be mentally prepared to take that loss, and don't move your stops out of profit, which is going to hinder your bottom line overall, definitely. So have that mindset of, this trade's either going to 100% win or 100% lose. And people thinking, well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, but it's not obvious, because if, like, sometimes what people can do is they'll put a trade on, say, for instance, here, and if the price comes back down to it, they'll put the stop loss below here, but if price comes back down towards the stop loss, they'll physically move the stop loss lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and then risk more than what you should have, which is a stupid human error that you shouldn't be doing in your trading. You need to keep your stop loss in the place you left it, either 1 or 2 or 3% risk, depending on what you want to do. Keep your stop loss there, and if it stops it out, you want to be stopped out, and you just want to go back to neutral mindset and look for that other trade. If your trade loses, so what? That's the mindset you've got to have moving forward in this game, is if your trade loses, so what? Because then if you've got a positive risk reward, and on the next trade your stop loss is here and you hit 4R, if you're at 1%, that's 4% on your account. So you've got to think of, you can't think in terms of pips, you've got to think in terms of percentage gains or losses. Take that loss. If you haven't been taking the losers as well as you should have, just watch this part of the video over and over again. Take the loss. Brainwash yourself with repetition, because that's the way we learn and grow. It's through repetition, and also failing as well. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail forward. As long as you fail forward and move forward, don't be afraid to take the loss. Don't be afraid to fail. Just keep moving forward. Have that dream in mind and keep aiming towards it, because you can get there and you will get there. You just keep putting the time in, keep putting the reps in, as people say. Keep on at it, and don't let the losses get to you. See, if you take that 1% loss or 2% loss, so what? The next trade will overcome that. Does anybody have any questions? Gets messy, these charts. Nobody? Okay. Yeah, we've got no mic or that. So I've spoke about in previous videos, last up move before the fast down move that takes the stops. And like we've said about trapping the bears to let the bulls in, that's a breaker. This is a turtle soup or run on stops. And then as well, we can see an order block. Fast move away from last down candle. Price returns. You got the order block. Hello.
Babe, can you turn on the show with some lights?
Excuse me? Never mind. So we have an hourly order block. Price rallies away fast, returns. Then you drop down to lower time frames and find an order block or a turtle soup or a breaker within this area to trade from. Then price comes back to here. The reason why price didn't come up to here was it was stopped on an order block here. So like I said, there's three scenarios that can happen around an order block. It can pass straight through, become a breaker, continue down and never come back to it, or come back to it, which we like to see. We drop down to lower time frames. Again, it ran the stops inside the order. The bulls are trapped. The bears are now in control and takes the market down. And that's what happens. Hopefully you can read into that and learn from it. But to be fair, these highs over here didn't half look like they'd be ran. But until they're ran, they're not ran. It stopped a disorder because I'm trying to draw something, but MT4 is loading up. Maybe because I've got too many boxes open, or I'm sharing or something. There we go. So these highs, we get taught could be ran, but they didn't get ran here because this order block was strong enough to push the market down before they ran. So they actually protected this. They protected these highs. It's funny though, when I'm talking on live calls, I go into a lot of detail for free. But when I'm talking on my mentorship calls every week, I just go straight to the point and not even talk that much. And then students just pick it up like that and just start trading and running with it. Like I say a lot of stuff on here, which you can use and trade for moving forward. It seems like I talk a lot about the markets and stuff, and may get confusing from time to time. If it does, go back, rewind, watch the video again and again and again, and take notes and back test.
Yeah, I can badge for that as well, Simon.
Yeah, thank you. But in live calls, I'll literally just go, do this, follow these simple set of rules, and you've done it. And then I think to myself, guys, I've only been on like 10, 15 minutes, but my job here is done. You know what to trade, how to trade. I'll leave you to it. And that's exactly what happens. We'll just talk about other things in psychology and things like that. And I'm always here to help you as well along the way. I'm not just a mentor, just run away without helping you all the way until you're profitable. That's my guarantee, that I'll always be here to help you one way or another. We go way above and beyond for our students. But what I was saying about this high is it got protected by this order because it was a fast move away from this order. And like the reason why I draw this line here is because think of it as one of those tables with flickers on the bottom, and it's flicking the ball up and going around the table, ping pong table thing. And this is the ball. The order blocks act as flickers, so if it's a respected order block, it'll flick the market down. So from this order block, the market was flicked up. From this order block, the market was flicked down. And that's another story that in mind that you can keep on order blocks, that they flick the market up and down if they're respected. Again, here, this order block flicked the market up into this order block, which protected the market, came down, flicked the market up, down, and then dropped. And if there's no retracement, there's no trade, you know. Wow, that was quite a lot of information. Hope you found this valuable. Like I said, guys, if you're not on the lives, come on the lives and have all your questions answered. Any question, I'll try and answer best I can. And this is what happened here today. So the market came into the order, and the order block was respected. And if you respect these order blocks and respect the market will respect you, and you give you pips, which will turn into monetary gains. But that's not what you should be focusing on in your trading, is monetary gains. It should be percentage gains. Don't worry about the monetary gains. Worry about the percentage gains. Not worry about them, but focus on the percentage gains, not the monetary gains, because people get so caught up in the money aspect of trading, because that's what it's all about, making money. But it's going to hinder your growth. Focus on percentage growth. So don't worry about how much you're winning in money. Just worry about and focus on how much you're winning in or losing in percentages, and work in percentages and shift your mind into that percentage growth mindset or percentage loss mindset, because then it'll take the emotions down, way down, compared to just watching your money go up and down vigorously when there's markets in volatile movements. Just focus on percentage gains and percentage losses. And if no one's got any questions, guys, we're going to wrap up. I think, and save some wisdom for next live call.
If I may, Simon, just make a quick statement. Is that all right?
Yeah, feel free. Who's this?
It's Lack. How are you?
Oh, hey, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, just a quick note to
everyone.
everyone, really.
All right. How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, good. Thank you. Good. Thank you, mate. I was going to say, obviously, you would have seen the chat yesterday. I had another profitable trade, and just a note to everyone on the call, really, that while no system is perfect, I can honestly say this system that you've developed is one of the most clear and concise and consistently profitable one I've ever come across. You know, I've been trying to get good at this trading for about the last 4 years, but my only wish is I discovered it sooner. I have to say, I've been through a lot of the sort of famous people on Instagram. You know, I've sat through their courses and systems, and it is kind of regurgitating the same old stuff. But like you said, you know, we get on the calls, everything's straight to the point. Assuming, you know, you put the work in yourself, the rewards will be there. It's just such a clear and simple system. You'll be thinking like, well, how do I not know this from the beginning?
It's simple. That's
yeah.
My name's, I always say on the start of calls, is Simon, and I've actually subconsciously or consciously tried to simplify everything I've ever done in life. That's I don't know, like maybe because it's my name's Simon, but I've actually tried to simplify everything. I'm dyslexic, and if I don't understand it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simplistically like that, I'll never be able to use it. If it's more than 3 steps, my head just loses, especially when I'm in trading. If I can't put it down into 3 simple steps, the 4th step will never happen, because then my brain won't focus on it that much to do that, if that makes sense. So I've got to make it super easy for myself, which then makes it super easy for you to pick up, if that makes sense.
I'm sorry, Simon, if you heard me laughing, but it is
that's
simple.
Fine. Yeah, no, I know. I don't mind you laughing. I know what you're laughing about. Yeah,
because it is simple what you put it out, and the way it is. It's my first time seeing something also clear as a pathway to trade for us. And even though you don't hear from me, you hear from my brothers and David and Jetro. So
yeah.
So it's amazing. It's amazing the way it works. So it's our first time to find mentor like you, and you answer us every day. Every time we text you,
Yeah.
you
Within like 5-10 minutes, I'll answer you back unless I'm really busy, and then it'll be like halfway through the day. But I'll never leave it a day without answering. I'm always here for everybody.
That's true, and you're right about that.
And if you're struggling moving forward, and you've been through the few videos of the course, sorry, not the few videos, there's like 20, 30 videos, and it's an ongoing, guys, because it's every week we record these lives, paid lives, and we go into more detail and more psychology and more strategy and more refined entries. Every single week we get better and better and better and better at what we do. That's why people are coming to the course, picking up within 1 week and making profitable trades a week later, because they're forgetting about all the stuff they've learned in the past, focusing on what we're doing here, which is smart money concepts, but refined to the T. There's no ambiguity whether you're entering a trade or not. You know whether you're entering a trade or not, and we just take our trade. It's called the safety trade, and it has a 9 out of 10% win rate. It's closest to, like, I mean, ICT is amazing, but you've got to go through hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of videos to put it together, and I've done that. I took all the pieces. Sorry, I took.
Sorry, mate, go on. Sorry.
I took all the pieces from ICT. I went through it for 5 years twice, and laid them all out in a clear, precise path. And I thought I got it. I thought I got this and understand this 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and I didn't understand it the way I do now. And the way I understand it now, I'll teach you now. So that's 5-6 years experience in one flipping 5-minute video will change your entire game for you. It's called the safety trade, and it's 9 out of 10% win rate, and it's literally the closest thing I've seen to the Holy Grail. with price action. And I can say that because my students are picking it up so fast now as well, not just myself. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Totally. I think another thing to add as well. You're not just getting the sort of teaching in a system and off you go. You actually have the full support assignment. If anything, it's probably too accessible.
And the community as well. We all help each other as well.
Exactly. So you're not just left to your own device. If you have a bad week and you can't make sense of the market at this current moment, just jump on the live calls and suddenly all will become clear.
Even one-on-ones as well, which I could be charging thousands for. Like 6 years experienced trader could charge thousands for these live for free one-on-one calls when you're in, and I do that. I do 3 or 1. I was on a psychology call with a student today for an hour and a half, and we broke through together again. And then that breakthrough, what we had today, I'll be teaching tonight on the mentorship. So that's how it works. Whatever I learn and discover that's going to help me moving forward, even to become an even better trader than what we are now, you'll learn straight away on the next live call that week. Boom, every week we will constantly grow and constantly progressing. But you can do what you want. You've got 2 choices. You can go through all my YouTube videos and you probably may be able to piece the puzzle together in 1 to 2 years, the actual puzzle in 1 to 2 years, or you can watch 5 minutes of one of our videos and understand it for the rest of your life and trade it for the rest of your life. That's the power of a course that's this refined. That's up to you. There's 2 choices. Take the 3 videos and watch them like I did, put them all pieces together and find your own path, or follow an exact path that's working right now.
And Simon.
Sorry? Yeah.
One of the things that I like is I don't have to trade every day, because now I understand when you say that. Because and I don't have to sit down in front of the computer to wait for a trade. I know how to set alert, because now I know where exactly I want to take my trade. Back in the days, I used to sit down in front of the computer for all the day. But now it's not like that anymore, because I know the market is going this way and I have to wait this way to take my trade.
Less is definitely more. Yeah. Exactly. Preparation, definitely.
And it's okay to not take a trade, to not trade every day, because in one trade I can make the money, or I can make what I want for a week.
There's a certain rule in our safety trade, and basically you don't even have to look at the charts until that rule's come up, and we get alerted when that rule comes up, and then we start looking. We're not constantly staring at these charts all day. We're going about our day, doing what we want to do, and getting our time back, and being alerted for when there's an actual a trade even setting up. And that helps a lot with emotion, with our emotions. Our emotions are like, from when like you used to start, our emotions like 90 or 50. Now they're like 10%. That's it. There's just a little emotion here and there, and you're just so relaxed and chilled and following the process and trusting the process, and you will definitely see results. All right, guys. If no one's got any questions, I'll leave this call. Wow, quite a few people got on now. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. I appreciate all of you for joining us live. Really do. If you're if you're serious about trading, even if you're struggling in life with money financially, which we shouldn't be, because abundance is our birthright and we should all live an abundant life. But even if you're struggling financially in life, we have payment plans as well. We do help with payment plans. So if you want to become a consistent profitable trader with help and guidance from myself, Zone Trader, 6 years experience in the industry, and our team as well behind us, who will help you as well, who are people who are getting this. All our stories add up to become a story which we can learn from and become successful from. So like all our students learn from each other as well, because they know what they're doing and they all help each other along the way. So if you want to be part of this family and community, reach out to me on Zone Trader on Instagram and let's get you started. And this will be the last group, the last course you'll ever need in your life to become a consistent profitable trader. And that's the goal. Until next time, guys, thanks very much for joining us live. If you got value from this video, Don't forget to like the video on YouTube. Comment below any questions you have. Until next time, stay patient, stay disciplined, always manage your risk, and follow those rules. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Cheers. See you on the next one.
Thank you, Simon.
You're welcome. Bye for now, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay patient, guys. You've got this.